Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Recolors of the Lost Pathfinder. This is the Epilogue and Q&A session. We've finished the campaign, and this is where everybody goes from here. And at the end, we will be open for all of your questions that you may have. If you cannot stay for the entire time, that's fine. Just go post in the Tabletop Spoilers channel on our Discord. But for now, we'll go ahead and undeafen and get started with introductions shortly. Oh, and also we do have Whiskers here to do art. You'll see him after the beginning art scroll. I am back.
Welcome back. Oh look, Mala's offering to jump into a mug and into a microwave for me. How nice and thoughtful of him.
Oh yeah, does he need to eat a pickle still?
Maybe. Maybe. Yes, very nice of Mala. I'm still shocked at the absolute war the cucumber pickle argument turned into. I didn't know that was a hot button topic until now.
About as bad as Pirates versus Ninjas back in the day.
Or pineapple on pizza. Oh,
Yeah.
hi, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Fantastic introductions then. Hello, I'm Drunk Dragonera. I am going to be the storyteller, or what remains of the storyteller needed for this particular session when we go through things. Yada yada blah, and Goki.
Oh, I'm not used to going first. Hi everybody, I'm Cursor, also known as Key, and I play Last Laws, the paladin and also psychopomp of the group. Go Dr. Volt.
Hello, I am Oneko Taigo. I am playing Dr. Volt, the mad scientist German artificer who, against all odds, managed to not get one shot in the final boss encounter.
It's really close.
Vari?
Huh?
Go.
I'm Vari, and I'm playing playing Fret Signature, the mute musician, Mask of the Whispering God, Kitsune. And yeah, like technically he's kind of also a psychopomp, just in the other direction. Go paint.
Chi.
Good
Chi
talk.
chi chi hee hee chi chi.
And thus Paint forgot English forever.
I am Razim, and I am playing as Paint, the sentient feral African wild dog. He is a kineticist entropist. Off to Shoal.
Yes, hello, I'm Viv. I play Shoal Brinecoat, the resident angry DPS of Ranger and a gash of Cleric. Because, you know, needed to have a little bit of God to throw at people.
Need a little bit of a god to throw at people.
Yeah.
You have God and anime on your side. I'm the
Quite
anime.
literally. Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining them both with shirts. Shoal says, I have got an anime on my side. Fret says, I'm anime.
Yes. That is how that would work.
This very much explains how you ended up with the very strong female protagonist as the friend that follows you can't get rid of. Doesn't it?
Oh, no. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right. So, with that out of mind, let's go ahead and get to the last for this session because I already know who's taking over this portion later. Story time with Darren for le recap.
What?
Recap?
Okay, just like you cut out there for me.
Oh,
I think it was just on your side, Key.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard him
it's-
fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Must be because I have the stream out. I'm just going to close the stream then. That's sad.
Oh.
yeah, you can always pop out chat. That's what I sometimes do.
Yeah, I'll do that in a minute. Right. So, last time was session 56. How the heck are you going to fight a planet? Long story short, lots and lots of combat where the planet itself turned against us because the unraveler became the planet and began trying to impale us, doing a spectacularly poor impression of Vlad the Impaler and or Dracula. And it ended in the only way it could end, with Dr. Volt invoking one of their newest mythical powers and telling us to strike all at once in a vulnerable moment. And we finally felled this long, suffering foe. This parasite, this enemy. Long overdue, the guillotine blade falls. There's barely a moment after the Recallers land their unified strikes that the planet inhabited by the Unraveler becomes, itself, undone. Fret, Shoal, and Volt are swift in breaking their safety tabs, shunting themselves back to Threshold. Paint, however, crosses fracturing earth and fraying thread to get to Lost, the Paladin fumbling to pull out his own tab, simply too slow compared to the others. The African wild dog presses to last person and snaps it, sending the shocked and horrified Smoke Lion back to Threshold with the others. And the planet explodes. And a few moments later, Paint joins his friends, much to their relief, looking as though he took the full brunt of the planetary explosion and still, somehow, stands.
With
Extra
1
crispy
HP.
puppy. Yep, 1 HP exactly. Extra crispy puppy. Fragment Not Found watched the explosion go off from Threshold's gate, reality rippling in its wake. Pulling out his sitar, Fret begins to play a soothing tune as reality snaps back to the way it should be. A wave washes over Twilight, and the group feel strange for a moment. Bolt, satisfied, blows on the barrel of his smoking Gatling gun. Lost pulls Paint into as tight a hug as he can manage, pumping as much healing as he can muster into his dear canine friend. Shoal also presses a paw to the dog's face to apply a little healing, even as Paint covers the paladins in licks. In his hoarse voice, Paint insists he's fine in spite of last misgivings, just a little crispy. Lost insists that Paint looks like one of his baked goods, to which Paint asks if that means he's delicious. Yes, Paint is delicious, nutritious, and entirely lost. And so we come to the epilogue of this tale. Not necessarily the end for these characters, but the end of viewing their lives. For now. I'm sure they'll appear elsewhere in another time and place when we need them.
And of course, before we go into things, I am just going to ask the characters specifically if anybody has any last minute things their characters would like to accomplish before I start going into the epilogue of things.
Well, Paint's going to be
Um,
finishing college.
Yep.
Fred's going to call out to his patron.
Oh,
He wants to
Hmm.
hang out.
you're gonna go out for tea with your patron.
Uh-huh.
Anything in particular you were looking to discuss, or are you just there to have tea?
Oh, well, probably going to fill him in on, the, events of, the unraveler being, unmade.
Oh, he felt that.
And, that, sparks a, eyebrow quirk and a head tilt.
You destroyed a being that was attempting to wrap itself into reality at the size of a planet, and you exploded it. It's kind of hard to ignore reality rippling when you're a divine being like myself.
Ah, that makes sense.
Though this does mean that anything that's nearly half as powerful as me in the entire known universe now knows that something happened somewhere in the universe that caused a ripple.
Oh. Well, also, I kind of felt funny afterwards. I don't know why.
Divinity tends to feel weird when you're first getting it.
What?
Fred gives his patron the most deadpan stare.
He smiles.
And Fred will, just sigh and relax back into his seat to have tea.
Not going to beg for an explanation.
What'll it cost me?
Well, he taps his chin a little bit. I don't see anything necessarily worth the information I could give you, because you will probably figure it out sooner or later. Anyways, though I am giving up the amusement on watching you figure out exactly what happened on your own. That's such a hard choice, isn't it?
Fred is going to dig around in his bag idly while this is going on. Mm. Eh. Fred pulls out a corn cob.
The devil blinks.
Fred just smirks
Got him.
and offers over the corn cob.
Why?
Fred shrugs.
Is that corncob magical at all?
Fred shrugs again.
No, this is the player, the GM
No, no.
asking.
It was the one that he got from the dude living at the the snowboarder.
Ah, right.
Oh!
That Tengu
Uh-huh.
offering you a trade. He pushes it back and goes, "No, I don't want somebody else's trash, thank you."
Fred has a dejected look.
Your attempts are valiant, but you need some practice in deal making.
Fred nods.
Let's just say that somebody made a choice. Because if they didn't make the choice, things were about to get a lot worse for you all.
Oh, also, I should have mentioned, because, Fred is pretty much completely spent. He is actually talking. Because
Understood?
he's, well, like, all he had left was a couple rounds of, bardic performance, and that is it.
Good. That means I made you spend all your resources.
I
Yep.
had basically all of my resources left.
God damn it, Viv.
Most of my resources are like, I could do this, or I could just hit it.
Viv's resources are I bite, and that's infinite.
Or I claw.
But yes, any other questions for your patron?
Nah, Fret's otherwise gonna be content to just have tea.
All right. Anybody else have anything that they want to do in particular?
Well, it's not something he's necessarily going to accomplish within the life of the campaign. Dr. Volt does have a new mission,
Oh,
in that he is going to use his now ability to, have flashes of omniscience, to restrict those flashes of omniscience to things that guide him towards the correct answer rather than the correct answer itself, unless it's a life or death scenario.
I see.
Because
You're trying to learn how to learn.
Exactly, because just simply knowing the answer is all well and good, but it doesn't help anyone else get there. And also, it's not nearly so much fun as the finding of the answer.
Something you learned a long time ago by learning all the answers in the universe and actually knowing everything. You
And
can't
getting
exactly
unmade
explain
because of it.
I forget if this was covered, but Lost promised to endorse a certain fellow's campaign.
Yes.
I don't exactly remember his name at the moment.
Alan Axley.
Yep.
Actually, thank you.
He is axiomatic. What?
Yeah, Lost is going to. I'm sure, like, Axley is going to hold a rally in Shadow's Playground, because that's the district he was going to try and grab. And Lost will be present to actually talk to the people there, to try and convince them that Axley is actually worth their time.
Understood.
Because as much as the people there are all chaos and, I want to sit in the darkest corner of this 19 corner room, they can't exactly get the kicks that they're looking for if there isn't a little bit of order. And if nothing else, they're the ones that get to keep Axley accountable, which would probably sound a little more appetizing to them, if anything.
Oh, he'll happily have a rally. A rally at that new tavern that just recently opened up called Infinite Dark Corners.
Yo.
Hey,
I
we're
know
going
where
down to the.
Fret's gonna be.
We're all going down to the IDC. We're gonna have waffles.
I
Anything you wish to do in particular, Shoal?
Hmm. Other than eat the big rhino thing or whatever that was given to him as a wedding gift, not really.
Okay.
Shoal kind of like did everything he cared about doing.
Oh.
Well, I mean, one of the things hasn't been did yet, but
Well, we did that.
we got married.
No, there was the fade to black.
Oh right, there was that. I forgot about that part. Well then, yeah, everything's been did.
All right. Well, to start the epilogue off, everybody do me a favor and roll a d20 and move your characters to the initiative bar based on that d20, so that way we know where we're going here.
Do I include my actual initiative?
Nope. We're just doing flat d20s.
What a
Give me a
shame.
moment. Needing to load into the table. It didn't want to actually open Tabletop Simulator earlier.
Oh.
Uh,
Maybe, Meryl. Maybe.
Hey, for once I got an initiative above Shoal.
Yeah, and all you needed was me to not have my initiative bonus, because otherwise it was going to be up here.
And of course, I roll super low, which is fine.
there we go.
Shoal likes going first, okay? Oh,
Well,
tied with paint.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Fret goes first because I think Fret has higher dex.
if this isn't based on Dex though, we could do a roll off.
Roll off.
Roll off, roll off, roll off.
Where is? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Zim, you gotta beat a 4.
Oh, I thought that... Oh, derp. 14.
Yeah, he beat the 4.
Yeah, you beat it. You go first.
All right, Paint. So we're going to start with Paint's epilogue. Woohoo! So we all know that you are going to be finishing college and continuing on your path of the Recallers, correct? You're not planning on leaving the Recallers anytime soon?
Correct. Unless Last does,
And-
but...
I can't.
Well, we'll get to Last. I'm kind of glad that Last is last because that's kind of funny that Lost last.
If only
Take your
I
point of
had a
damage,
certain
Era.
feat.
But Paint, you are a law student and you may end up needing to leave the Recallers at some point. There are not very many lawyers here in Twilight. However, with the population booms that are occurring as well as the numerous other issues that have come forth, the council will actually be calling upon lawyers to restructure and actually functionally create a base law system for situations that exceed the games and other things that have been going on and were working until now. This is a very weird situation, knowing that the god of this place is technically an open anarchist. So they're looking to maintain freedoms, yet make it so that way issues are actually punishable, and finding ways of actually holding people accountable for their actions when they actually endanger people here. Because apparently that is a thing that can happen. Turns out that when you get a large space and a lot of souls together, eventually somebody's going to do something that is actually harmful. Surprise! The question ends up being if you yourself apply for that position after graduating, leave the Recallers to join the force of more or less the small grouping of independent lawyers that are counsel to the council for matters of writing law. Yes.
I think he's going to apply for the position, but wield the fact that, you know, he helped destroy the Unraveler to be able to also keep his position in the Recallers, if at a, you know, diminished participation. But he still very much wants to be able to go on adventures with Last.
We'll get to Last. The reason why they don't want you to be a Recaller anymore is a conflict of interest, because some of the laws that you will be writing will apply to the Recallers directly, and it could be considered a conflict of interest if you were to stay with them.
But he still wants to go on adventures with Last.
Do you want to do that instead and join the lawyer force later?
Just address to the lawyers the fact that several of the laws they'll be drafting will also have to do with lawyers.
Yeah, that's something they're going to have to argue amongst themselves.
You know what?
Or do you want to call your decision after we get through last?
Here's the thing.
Holding initiative.
The recallers are going to need legal representation themselves.
That is true.
They're going to need somebody involved in all of that to defend their interests when these laws are being passed.
Are you going to try and get the recallers to hire you as a lawyer?
Yes.
Or a consultant.
Well, it sounds like he's going to be, what is that called? What are those people called again?
Yeah,
Advocate.
consultant, right?
On retainer?
Advocate, retainer, a lobbyist.
But yeah, it's perfectly it follows perfectly suit that if the lawyers get to have a representative for lawyers there while the laws are being produced, every organization should have a representative there.
Oh, good. That means a bunch of people are going to start trying to become lawyers because suddenly they're very important people in the city again for the first time ever. Probably not hard for Paint to become a lawyer for the recallers as an advocate. Considering he's already a recaller. And can probably bully his way in.
Yep. And also, honestly, he'd already have a conflict of interest anyways because, you know, he's already worked for the recallers.
True.
So, you know, that conflict of interest already exists regardless of his choice.
And it's not like it divests him of ties to members of the recallers either.
Wait, so does this mean Arson's faction would also have a lawyer?
Yes. Oh, well, I don't know, maybe.
I mean, technically they would, but the lawyer's probably intentionally sleazy as a more as a gag more than anything.
The Better Call Saul type lawyer.
An actual competent lawyer, but plays into the bit too much because he's getting paid too. Like that lawyer from The Simpsons. Troy McClure?
That's a good reason to go into a bit, though.
Hey, at least it's not the chicken from Futurama.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Alright, Paint. Any other particular notes you want to do other than your final position being a recaller's lawyer or lobbyist and or representative?
He is definitely going to make sure that he is allowed to still go on adventures. They don't get to keep him from that.
Just
Otherwise,
ask that
that's
one.
it.
That one will let you go.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, what do you do when you figure out that you have a spark of divinity in you?
Oh, he does?
Oh yeah, like Fred will be relaying that to everyone else as soon as he gets back from tea time.
Yes, Paint, you have a spark of divinity.
Does he?
I didn't take the mythic thing.
Oh, right. You didn't. Whoops. Me forgetting that. You didn't take it. You're correct. I'm sorry. Moving on then.
Yeah,
Mythic things are usually an epic level thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paint is...
So I guess you could say that Paint just took an epic Fey L.
Aww.
Oh,
Also, take your
He
point of
did.
damage.
gosh, is Volt gonna just die in the epilogue?
Just has a heart attack.
The odds are likely.
And then Volt died. All right. So, Vari,
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming you're going to remain a recaller.
Of course.
I know you're going to continue your studying thing. What do you do when your patron starts making requests that you do and go and do specific missions?
Ooh, Sure. Let's do some reaping.
Which may pull you away from your duties. However, working for a devil does have its perks. Obviously.
Uh-huh.
Something he's going to abuse the fact that your god of this particular place is going to ignore the fact that you're doing these things because it's just easier that way. And you're not
Ah.
usually causing problems.
Yeah, it's Fred does reserve the right to disagree with things if he sees that things are not on the up and up. If it is some doing something terrible on a technicality, they might not get reaped, depending. But the majority, if it is justifiable, Fret will go along with it.
You see, you're useful unlike mortal beings. You can go to other places, and if you die in the process, well, you just kind of pop back up again, so you solve a lot of problems for him.
Uh-huh.
And now that you have a divine spark, you're even more valuable to him. Which, by the way, how long does it take you to actually figure out what the heck's going on with that? And do you do anything with it?
Oh, yeah, well, for one, he's going to do a lot of, soul searching and communing with his blade. Because he is well aware that, his katana seems to have, grown and developed and kind of, is glowing red and blue occasionally and all that fun stuff.
Understood. I mean, you did choose a Sean weapon, so I'm not sure what you were expecting there.
Uh-huh. But, yeah, I don't exactly know what he can do with it. So, actually, Fred will probably, go talk to Araban about, this development and what that means and what he should do.
Putting a pin in that. I'm sorry, Shoal. I don't exactly have much for you because I have a feeling that you're just gonna go with anything and just continue on like a normal life.
Fred will offer to, like, Shoal can come along with him on whatever happens, as long as his patron's okay with it and such. As an option, Viv.
I mean, yeah, if Fret's going on a mission, Shoal is probably also going on that.
Figured.
Beyond that, he might go out of his way to find missions that go to, like, say, other oceanic worlds or jungle worlds or something where he can, find cool things to eat.
Career recaller.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go exploring.
So I can eat it.
Yeah.
He wants to bite.
Yes.
Literally the song.
Yes.
He
These are
wants to bite.
cattails.
And so he shall. Instead of I think, therefore I am, Shoal is I bite, therefore I am.
Yeah, basically.
Or I bite, therefore you are not.
These are not mutually exclusive.
Yes.
Dr. Volt.
Yes.
Assuming you're sticking with the current position, or at least the current scientific
One
lab.
second, hold on. My audio is fucked.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Foxed.
Why is it losing all of the audio packets. What the fuck?
Oh dear.
Boy, that's
If you ever decide to use a 2 PC setup for streaming, don't.
Oh,
Ooh.
Both me and Zim looking away at the exact same moment in time.
Yeah, I've got a 2 PC stream setup. I've had it
Same.
forever.
Do you have anyone else you can cover?
Yeah, I can go down to
Or am I
last.
literally the last? Okay, yeah, go with him.
All right, last. So, assuming that you're going back to your bakery, among other things,
Yeah, he might actually need to shut down Echo's kindness unless he can hire staff to run it.
so you are going to get a summons one day to the
Oh.
council.
Oh boy.
This is a private meeting.
Alrighty. He will go to this private meeting.
When you get to the meeting, you find yourself in a room with all the council members. No recallers, no Arabane, nobody else, just you and them. They slide an offer over to you on the table that they are sitting at where the meeting is happening.
Alright, he will take a look at whatever this offer happens to be. I assume it's some sort of envelope he opens.
It is an official offer to head up and become the general of Twilight's military, soon to be formed. They explain that they have come to the realization that the Recallers' duties have extended far beyond what their capacity is, and that as Twilight continues to grow, more external threats and internal threats may appear. It has become the Council's decision that they will have a full-fledged military separate from the Recallers and the Guard to deal with these situations. And seeing as you were technically the leader in several personal fronts to Twilight, including the planet, among other things, they are requesting that you personally, and may or may not be because you're technically a paladin of the city and of Arabane, to head up the military.
Lost wants to know what restrictions this would place on him.
One of them says the lawyers are already looking at this. But it does mean that you could not be a recaller because that would be two groups. And this may take up a fair bit of your time.
Then, unfortunately, he has to refuse. He's willing to consult the military. He's willing to lend his experience and memories and everything he knows from his own world, particularly when it comes to handling his own people, given there's a contingent of them here. But he
One of the
cannot-
people says there several of them have already signed up to be part of the military, by the way.
Because of course they have. My duty is not just to this city. My duty is to all the broken and lost souls that we save in the Recallers. And that is how I serve Twilight. I serve all of you, even those who have not yet found this haven. So I cannot remain shackled here.
And so your decision has been made. Understood. Yet another person staying with the Recallers, and I doubt you're ever going to leave active service. You're never going to step up to a group leader or anything like that, huh?
No, he's fine being like the spec ops lead or whatever it is that Untime was going to make him.
Oh no,
But-
Mthime was hinting at this actually.
Oh, no, he's not leading a military force. He'll lead military forces while he's stationed here, if they ask him to. But he's going to keep being a recaller.
Understood. Did you get your
Oh,
audio
God,
fixed?
That's why.
Oh, he just figured it out.
No, but yeah, I need to be right back and reboot several things.
Okay. Do you want us to pause? We can pause for a moment. I need to go take my meds anyways,
Uh,
actually.
Okay.
So be right back. I'm going to go take my meds, guys.
All right.
And we'll handle Dr. Volt, and we'll come back to you, Vari, because you got questions. I guess I forgot to ask Key if he's got any, or what he's doing with this Divine Spark, but we'll ask that in a moment.
We can do that when you come back.
That might be a communal thing because maybe the whole group ought to just go have a sit down on the bridge.
That's probably what's going to happen. Sloss is going to go to Erebane about this because, this was not something he planned to ever have happen.
Are we just gonna go sit down and have shawarma? Or shawarma?
Brett
No.
will totally pop his Rod of Wonder on the bridge. Absolutely. Let's do it. Just upside down tent on the edge of the bridge. Halfway clipped into the nothing. Just don't look down. Or rather up, but I mean down. Oh, that's Taya rebooting. Anyways, how are y'all doing this fine evening? I'm sorry about being a little late, by the way.
Oh, you're fine. He's A-okay.
Yeah, had a birthday party to go to.
Can this move be done with, please?
Aw.
Alas, if only we could fix and or help with that. But I think we kind of have as much as we can.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome
back.
back.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but we're just kind of half waiting for Taya.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about this one starting late, by the way, because I'm pretty sure this is probably just going to end up being a very fairly short stream. I'm not expecting this to go horridly late.
Also, yeah, I'm absolutely okay with the whole chill hangout and Q&A thing anyways.
Yep.
And welcome back, Taya.
Eat a Taya.
Welcome back.
Oh, he's probably still loading in, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard a bump.
Old internet bump. Excuse me.
So I'm just going to make another section of the epilogue. That's just as Arabane, because we're all going to Arabane.
We're all going to Arabane, hurrah, hurrah. What the fuck did you do, you stupid dragon?
Don't be mean to yourself like that. How dare.
Half of this campaign has been me making fun of myself. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Did you miss all the times I got a chance to use an NPC to directly insult me?
Yeah,
No.
like the Green Flame was bullying Araban constantly.
I'm aware.
Yep.
Shakes vigorously. Be good to yourself.
How many people get to throw shade at themselves nonstop for an entire campaign?
I mean, to be fair, you were having fun with it.
Well, okay, so Tal, because he's got a character named Shade.
Yeah, but Tal doesn't throw shade at himself so much as he throws shade at everyone.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Have fun with that quintuple entendre, audience.
Yeah, anyway, I was getting about 1/5 the speed I'm supposed to be getting for internet.
Oh,
Oh, good lord.
gross.
So all of the sound that's being transferred over my Wi-Fi from my streaming PC to my gaming PC was coming out horrible.
Oof.
Gross.
I bet.
Hi, Toshi. Is it better now?
It seems to be, yes.
Good.
We just finished up with Key. Would you like your turn, Dr. Volt?
Or do you still need a moment?
I'm still joining things.
All right, to joining.
Yeah.
I really just need to get into the habit of rebooting my router every day before I stream.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
There we go. My down speed is back to what it's supposed to be. Well, it's a little bit short of.
It is a reasonable number.
And my up speed is maybe 2/3 of what it's supposed to be. Of course, I'm used to running these tests when I'm not streaming, so it could be that streaming is eating up,
A bit of that.
portion of the bandwidth test.
I'd run a test, but there's more than just me on this internet, so...
But okay, I am reconnected to everything.
Already.
Perfect. So Yochan, then.
Yes.
Perfect. So, I guess the first question is, are you going to stay with the Recallers? Because it sounds like everybody else is.
I, of course, say that everything is working fine, and then you cut out for like an
Oh, dear.
entire second there.
Oh,
Am I going to stay with
the Recallers?
the Recallers.
and then everyone else is?
The Recallers.
Yeah, yes.
Understood. Next question. I'm assuming you're also staying with your scientific organization.
Yes.
Perfect. It sounds like you're trying to also find a way of helping people learn how to get places. Is that a safe assumption of what you're going to do with your divinity?
What the fuck? Why are you...
Oh,
Oh, no?
boy.
Gotta love
And
being
it's back down to... It's back down to abysmal levels.
Gross. Well, Discord is strangely enough not cutting out for you on our end, at least.
Let's kill Spotify, because that one's probably not helping things. So my goal is, what were you suggesting?
I was asking if your goal with your divinity is to find better ways to lead people to answers.
Not necessarily. He just wants to be able to show his work so everyone can see how amazing he is, and not just take on faith that he has the correct answer.
Oh, then, yeah,
Whoa.
that's pretty near what,
So he's not just going to be great, he's going to tell you with a paper how great he is.
I have here scientific evidence of why I am smarter than you.
This is why your boss likes you. And that's a dangerous thing to say, because he is very much an evil scientist. You guys will do wonderful things together in the future. And by wonderful, I mean skirt every single rule just barely, so that way you guys can do absolutely crazy stuff in the future. As a note, everybody else plans to go and see Erebane about the divinity thing. I don't know if you wanted to join in on that little parade.
Yeah, Dr. Volt will join in. The every other
already.
word he can hear.
Well, you all go to the end of the bridge. Paint, are you joining?
Lost would have probably brought Pain along.
Yeah, I suppose.
We get to ride on canvas over the bridge.
Oh my god, I just realized the doodle Whiskers was doing.
Yes.
Oh,
The
Extra
planet
crispy
ex-
doggo.
Extra crispy.
That one, there it is. The
oh,
planet exploding and paint being fucked. But yes, paint will go with.
So you all cross the bridge and go to find where Erebane is almost always sitting. He looks up and he goes, "Hello?"
Brett waves. And, will, scribble on his chalkboard, please explain. the spark.
Oh, that's going to be a long conversation. You guys might want to sit down for that one.
Oh, should I have brought chairs?
Fret will pull out a rod of wonder.
Oh, dear goodness, here we go.
And will manifest a pavilion, well furnished, with the 40-foot area of feast and chairs and tables. Most of it probably gets clipped into the nothing.
No clipped.
We just see a line of the nothing just at the top of the tent.
Just ominous humming.
Womp. I mean, chat, this would be a really good time to spam that one emote. Whoosh.
Oh no.
The Fwam.
Womp. Womp. But everybody
Yeah.
goes, all right. This is going to go away, right?
Fret nods.
Okay. So, you guys are aware that I'm tied with fate, right?
Fret nods.
So, the thing you guys were fighting was trying to absorb an entire planet, as you are aware, right?
Fret nods.
And he also pulled together every layer of and plane that he possibly could together into a point.
Fret nods.
So, do you guys want to guess whose patron paid somebody a visit and made some very clear demands?
Are you saying the Unraveler was an agent of fate?
No, I'm saying Fate himself showed up at my doorstep because he was pissed because somebody messed with his threads
I
again.
hate to probably be talking over someone, but I can't hear anything anymore. Why is everything
dear.
broken?
Oh no, we can hear
hold
you
on.
clearly. That's the...
Here, let me message him that.
Dreaming, everybody!
You aren't a professional streamer until you have Scuff live on stream. It'll be working perfectly prior to it.
Mm-hmm. Everything can be going good. You can have all your settings right, and then for some reason your audio cuts out. And it's just like, why? Because today has decided to be a day. A day.
Okay, I have messaged Taya things. Hopefully he gets it. And, yeah, I do believe I'm going to take a brief moment to, go make some tea or something while we're waiting on, Taya, since he can't actually hear us, which, is probably going to make this really confusing for him. So,
Yeah.
Understood.
Congrats on that 570 stream streak, Ido.
wow.
I don't even know what I'm at. By the way, I guess with this time, if anybody has any questions for... We can get some questions out of the way for everybody but Taya and Varien until he gets back.
Yeah!
Well, I'm still somewhat here. I'm just gonna go make tea.
Yep, go make tea.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions while we're waiting, by all means. Can be to the storyteller, can be to any of us players. I mean, technically, we as players could also ask questions.
Just to confirm for note's sake, Lost asked if the Unraveler's patron was Fate, and Erebane said no. Fate came down to yell at him about the Unraveler.
Yes. Erebane is Fate's patron. Or, excuse me. Fate is the patron of Erebane.
There's always a bigger fish.
Look, it's hard to get bigger than Fate.
We'll touch that in a moment. Yes, they got rid of the Unraveler. Question for Paint. Who's a good boy?
I don't know.
He's technically officially a part of the Good Boys Club.
He will destroy it. That place, that den of lies.
But it's perfect because all dogs are good boys. Or good girls.
Well, I know how I'm going to start the Rockruff short shot now.
Of course, all the questions from chat thus far are about petting Paint.
Yeah. He does like head pats, yes. What would Paint have done if he had a divinity spark? I have no idea. Mostly because we haven't gotten all the information about what that means anyways yet. Oh, Paint's ball is a basic leather one. You know, brown.
Oh, at least I can hear you guys again.
That's good.
Hooray!
Welcome back, Taya. At least to the being able to hear us part. I hope.
I can hear you. What the fuck is going on, though?
Is it possible that it's not your setup, it's your ISP?
I don't know. It's definitely not my ISP that prevented it from my two PCs from talking to each other.
It could be the router itself if you're using wireless.
Yeah, it could be, I guess, but
This is also a very dumb question, and I apologize in advance. Is anybody using a microwave near where your setup is, or the router is?
no.
Okay.
I'm back.
In case anybody's curious why I asked that, microwaves interrupt Wi-Fi signals.
Yes.
In case you didn't know. Welcome back, Varien.
Wi-Fi,
some vanilla
Bluetooth, any of that stuff gets interrupted.
The only Bluetooth device I've got really doing anything is my headphones.
Yeah, that's not going to interrupt the Wi-Fi, though. It might be a router issue.
Alright, so are we okay to continue, or is it still doing
I'm still
Okay.
trying to connect to things.
okay?
Okay. While he's connecting, then we do have a general question from Jits that says, "General question: what was your highlight of the campaign, or the moment that stuck the most?" Technically a comma there, but
Hmm. Oh, that's a tough call. There's so many like good moments that we've had. There's the wedding. There's the nonsense of Candy World, having to deal with a demon, the several times now, though I think, the effectively pulling a star from the sky and raining it down on a planet, is kind of a nice thing. I like that.
I know for me, like, gosh, there's so much that has happened across this campaign.
Yeah. Lots of good memories.
My brain doesn't necessarily have it all absorbed or available in my immediate RAM. But, like, the nonsense of the Candy World as our initial mission was really fun. Going to the bazaar was really interesting. And the moment of Lass getting over his fears and actually coming to understand, oh, wait, I'm not actually the last of my kind, was great for him. And then came the entire other pressure of, oh my gosh, I have to save them.
I would like to note that I was really amused by the last experiencing Entropion.
Ah, yes,
He doesn't
Pain's friend.
he doesn't see Entropion like the rest of you. Entropion is way more terrifying to him than the rest of you.
Yep. Because you get to see the event horizons.
Every wave pulling in and collapsing in upon itself. He's seen it before, and it was horrifying, and it's just multiplied by however many Entropion has.
What about you, Viv?
Viv.
Viv.
Yeah, I was trying to get my microphone to unmute.
Ah.
Oh.
It didn't want to take the unmutey thing. There's a few spots that I really enjoyed. I mean, Candy Planet was just fun. There was the Ocean Planet where we had to fight the whale.
Oh yeah, cooking the whale from the inside. That was a good moment.
The art of the creature was wonderful.
Absolutely.
Too bad Fret can't go back there.
Right? Grumpy noises. Shoal's gonna have to find another water world. Absolutely slapping the shit out of the Fae that took Fret's voice was pretty great.
Mhm.
In character, that's probably Shoal's favorite. But, you know, Shoal is a violent little creature, so...
I think one moment that's stuck with me, and I know I've already had my turn, was Shoal walking away from Lost as he was having his panic attack over Shoal's patron deity being in the city. And the ensuing apology that came after, which was basically, I'm sorry, I've made you fish.
That's funny.
Anything particular from you there, Zim?
Lizard.
Yeah, of course. You know, I almost downloaded a
Oh
green
my God.
screen of that image just that way I could bring it up on stream whenever that subject ever came up again. Just have a blizzard button.
Listen.
Did you need me to read off the question for you, Taya, just so you know what we're doing?
You were asking what the people's highlights of the stream or the campaign have been, yeah?
Yes.
My favorite part of the campaign was when my internet worked well.
Oh,
Aw.
Understandable.
That's fair.
Are you mainly
I'm
back in?
mostly reconnected.
Okay. Did I need to restart the explanation?
That would probably be for
yeah.
the best.
yeah.
Yeah, so Urbane basically states that, so you know that I am a patron of Fate. And the Unraveler had tried to basically absorb an entire planet. And also tied all the planes and levels to reality together into one point. And he basically went, well, Fate was not happy about this, so guess whose doorstep he showed up on?
Oh, so it was
Came into the wrong neighbor.
so it was a convergence of threads of fate along with everything else.
Oh,
He called on me to do my job as I was assigned many, many years ago, even before I was born. Which was to keep things from getting too tangled up and messy. There was a big giant knot outside my kingdom. Fate was not kind about how I was to fix this. Fate basically said, do something or do something. Or I'm going to make you do something. So I sparked the four of you. And now I am a mortal overgod. Because Fate found it funny.
Blank blinks.
And you guys are a lot like me now. Unfortunately, you are unerasable. Because if I didn't make you that way, he would have just absorbed you.
Fret has kind of a concerned and distant look.
So welcome to the club of being so tangled in the threads of reality that you can't actually be deleted anymore. Because it's kind of the only way I know how to spark people.
That just takes a long breath
Shoal just goes, neat.
and then lets it out. And then pulls a mug of mead off of a nearby table that he just recently manifested and downs it.
Quaffs the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
Lost just holds out a hand and makes a brief grabby motion. Please.
There is a whole table of all sorts of things.
He's grabbing two mugs, unhinging the jaw of his mask, and downing them.
I have realized something I want Shoal to have done at some point now as well.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Learn Mage Hand.
Oh, easily done.
Yeah,
By
that's
the way,
25 scales.
I know.
Fate says, or passes on the message of, haha.
Fret will prestidigitate in the air. So, what do we do now then?
Whatever you want. He shrugs.
Shoal is going to gain a thoughtful look before looking Fret dead in the eye and going, "Go mad with power."
Fret shakes his head.
Dang it.
And there might be others in Twilight that have also been sparked.
Oh no, imagine my surprise.
Should we be concerned about that?
Slightly. The power level in Twilight has just gone up to the point where demigods can exist now. AKA you four. And Twilight might actually be a realm of its own if I defeat the nothing like your green flame friends said I had to. To a degree that Twilight might end up also being a nexus if I do anything now.
Oh,
I hate everything.
Oh no.
Welcome back.
Husky, I don't know. I can't think of any in particular, but I would have liked to have done more just general recaller.
I would agree
Because those
on
were
that.
fun.
I think I would have liked to go on more generalized recallers missions.
Yeah.
And now I can't hear again.
Oh boy.
Oof. I don't think Tyago's stream has ever been this scuffed before.
Not that I remember.
yeah, no, this is very odd.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with everything seeming to have done something weird recently, like the Fugi doing weird stuff, Tabletop Simulator doing weird stuff. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Just one of those days, I guess.
Yeah. So Fret will inquire. So, does this mean Twilight itself isn't just a prison anymore? That it's actually something in the grand scheme of things?
Not yet.
Well,
Because I kind of don't want that much power, but at the same time, it's starting to become pressing that I do it, and I don't like it.
Arabane, Twilight stopped becoming a prison the moment you made it a haven for lost and broken souls.
Says the one that hasn't been chained to this wall for an eternity.
Just gives Arabane a bit of a look. You know what I mean. It's a prison for you, but it's a haven for them. And he gestures out towards the city. It can be both.
You guys also realize that if I ever do make that move, and you guys being some of the more powerful individuals,
Okay, I
out
can
there,
hear you guys again. Thank God.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
You guys do realize that if I were to take that final step and do what the Green Flames said, we enter another entirely different
Fret will prestidigitate out in really, really italic letters. That's fine.
And the likes of you that are now sparked among the others in the kingdom will be basically Archons.
that's fine will disappear and then reappear more italic. A little bold also.
And we'll likely end up in a lot of very interesting things. Just saying, that's kind of a big thing, and so far I'm ignoring it. And Fate says haha again.
I'm not surprised.
There are times I believe he planned all of this.
Is that not what fate does?
I don't know anymore. There are times when I'm pretty sure they're just throwing darts at a board, and there are times when they actually seem like they're doing something. It's like a toddler.
So now I have to ask. Since it occurred to me, since the wedding, what did you do to Holstaff?
What do you mean?
You did something. You approved of them, clearly, but you did something. Something changed.
Hold up your left hand.
He does?
He reaches out to your pinky and gives an invisible string a tug. Your pinky moves.
Slowly tilts his head in confusion. Did you...
Fret finger guns at Last and Lost. And then prestidigitates. You two are bound by fate.
I want to swear at you and thank you all in the same breath.
Let him enter Twilight.
You did. And I thought that meant he'd be trapped. I'm glad he's not.
He's not from this plane. I guess the rules are about to change, to say the least. Though when you two decide to get married, please wait until after I'm not so round.
That's fine. They'll have to get used to me playing babysitter at some point.
So, long story short, yeah, there may be no limits left in Twilight soon. Deal with that information as you may. I have not told the council.
Fret gives a thumbs up. And then does the my lips are sealed hand gesture across his mouth.
Arson will fix that in a week, I'm sure.
Please tell me arson isn't sparked.
The Proteans sparked him right away.
Oh, well, at least it's not your fault.
Fret gives a silent cackle. Just like the knee slapping, but no sound.
So yeah, any other questions?
Fret shrugs.
Well, what do we do with a spark?
I sat in a corner with mine for years and did not ascend. I don't know.
Fret, will scroll out in the air. You kindle it if you want.
Shoal makes a face. Sounds like responsibility, though.
Fret nods.
Yeah. It would be funny, though.
It would. And I would suggest that we cultivate our sparks. We do more good with the power they give than without. And we are already entangled in fate. Choosing to snuff out the spark isn't going to change that.
Urban looks away.
Fret, will, gesture to paint and, scrawl out in the air. What of our friend to paint?
I guess it means you guys go on adventures that I can't go on.
Till you figure out how to transcend it yourself.
Alternatively, Last Lost becomes powerful enough to spark paint himself.
I
You
won't.
can. Go ahead.
Yep. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, technically, you can spark yourself. You just gotta work at it.
Fret will, attempt a personal, telepathic connection with paint. Does paint accept?
Sure.
Okay, DMing you in a
Oh
moment.
boy. Not even sharing it with Shoal. Now I'm curious.
No, this is a private thing. Sorry.
Loft's gonna answer Chill's question of, well, it's not like I hadn't thought of that as we were having this conversation.
Select call from Fret. Do you accept the charges?
Ah. Yeah, I suppose.
What?
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 I can't. I don't have access to DM, so I have no idea at all.
Oh, I have no idea what
Yeah.
I'm being sent
I-
yet.
I have not finished it yet. Give me a minute.
Shoal is going, well, maybe I'll also get some advice from Zixroll first.
Well, you could probably go close to your home planet now, so please don't bring her here again.
She seemed like she had a great time.
She was very upset of certain events not happening.
Ah, I see. I didn't expect that from you.
Excuse me?
How very prudent of you.
I feel like I should be insulted.
Don't be. I'm sure some bard in the city is going to sing about this.
Without me saying no?
Lost just smiles.
Lost just looked his patron dead in the eye and basically said, "You a hoe. I'm surprised you didn't fuck."
Look, he's known Arabane for long enough. Like, if he can't tease at least a little bit, or just be a little bit of a shit now and then, what
Gotta
kind
be
of friends?
cheeky.
Yeah, like what kind of friends would they be?
I'm waiting to see this message interchange to figure out what's going on. But I feel I can probably close it out soon and we can fully go into Q&A mode very shortly.
I mean, it is rude, Vari,
Oh my
but it'd be
god.
funny.
No. Oh my gosh. Please no. Oh, everyone will be upset. Absolutely not.
I don't know, that's what it sounds like you're suggesting Paint does.
No, I'm just saying that's still an option, which is not a bad thing. The we are a whole nother level of damnation.
Really, Vari?
Yeah, like there is something to be said about being perpetually existing. And yeah, like I don't know.
We've gone from being these fractured souls that are just kind of barely keeping themselves together in a non-existence to we are now here.
Yeah, yeah.
We are. That is the end of the statement. We are.
Yeah. Which there is a burden that comes with that people don't necessarily consider.
I mean, we can all literally say, been there, done that.
Yeah, like. But yeah, so I guess it is damned if you do, damned if you don't. So yeah, for context clues, you're aware of what I sent to Paint. That our power comes with a price. That technically Paint's still free in aspects that we are not.
Which means Paint can go on adventures that we can't.
I mean, Vari in particular said that Paint can end.
Yeah, that is a thing that Paint can do that we cannot.
So Paint
So
can just
help
jump
me.
into the nothing.
So help me, if you will leap off this goddamn bridge, I'm going to freaking grab you in my vapors and you are not leaving. You're going to be grounded for an entire Twilight week.
Okay, so that could be either 2 minutes or for all eternity.
Forever.
This is Paint. It's
Exactly.
going to be an eternity. We all know this.
Stuck in an eternal lost hug.
Never to escape.
Exactly. Forever hugs. The end.
Did we have any other questions, comments, concerns, or should I move to go ahead and close things?
Well, I guess Paint is working towards the spark because he wants to stay with his friends
Oh.
and go on the adventures that they're going on.
Understood.
And of course, he's going to be dismantling that den of lies.
I'm leaving that to Key at this point.
Getting kicked out of the bazaar.
Yes, Cat, there's noises happening in the house.
It's fine. Lost is just going to be called by Holstaff to come pick him up. Because Holstaff is probably going to get called to pick Paint up.
Oh no, I just realized something.
What?
When we go to update our cards at the bazaar, that's gonna be experience.
Oh no, your cards are just going to turn black.
Yeah.
Haha.
You are immortal? Question mark.
No, so Shoal doesn't have to sell any more incredibly sketchy swords into the multiverse to get money.
Something we have eternal credit.
You can walk into a price, ask for the price, and when they say if you have to ask, you can't afford it, you can slap down the card and be like, but I can afford it.
That is exactly the type of shit Shoal would do. He'd just be like, oh, really? Dunks down the card.
But yes, as indicated, since I might as well move to close things out officially before we go into full Q&A mode. Twilight is going to shift very drastically, very quickly, because partially of your actions, partially the actions of several other recallers, and the fact that you guys are experiencing a population boom, and something that shouldn't have been in the reality did. One way or the other, you guys are looking at a spot where instead of being the place where people from this reality go if they happen to get saved, if they're deleted from their realities, you become the place that, or this is becoming the place where all realities deleted end up. Period.
Hmm.
Oh, so all lost souls, not just the deleted.
If Airbane chooses to make the step forward, that is. Which is something that you all will have to be a part of as things change.
Well, Fred
Yeah.
will be helpful and supportive.
Of course, as we know, recallers will still have to go out to go and deal with the bullshit.tm. It's just the purview might have expanded significantly, or might be. The government will have to actually start figuring things out because the more people there are, the more problems there will be. Twilight will need a military to actively pursue threats that try to do what the Unraveler did. And this Unraveler will not be the first that Twilight sees. Among others that have ever hit this point. The multiverse is a very big place. Should Twilight go that way? Of course. But that's something we might have to figure out much later on.
Already?
And Paint
And this-
jumps off the bridge.
No!
Snagged by a tail. Nope. Get over here.
I want to fight the nothing and be immortal. Not how it works, Paint. But we leave our adventurers with the knowledge that they are mostly eternal and possibly eternal. Going into a new spectrum that we may explore in some other distant future. And recallers can show up in any campaign now. For any GM or ST that wants to have a recaller show up, you may do so with permission from me.
I mean, I've already been having Paint show up all over the place anyway, so...
Spectacular.
Have we joined the ranks of Crazy Hassan?
To explain.
What?
Crazy Hassan is an NPC who just has unrelatedly shown up in various people's campaigns. He's a used camel merchant.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say, what about the one couch surfing guy, Old Man Henderson?
Sir Barrington?
Old Man Henderson is his own monster.
Sir Barrington. But yes, chat, questions. Players can ask questions. I guess I do have a question immediately. Was there any part in the campaign that you wish you had an answer for that I did not answer in the campaign?
What actually happened to those soul echoes?
The ones that were left with Erebane,
Yeah.
he's going to be a father. Again.
Yep.
I thought that was obvious.
I don't recall it actually being specifically said.
No, I was being
yeah, it
tongue in
was
cheek about it.
Yeah, it was heavily implied.
Implied, but not stated. So I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, why do you think Lost was constantly talking about, I guess I'm going to be babysitting?
I was being tongue in cheek about it. But yes.
I'm trying to think of something.
The other forms for Lost? Lost could answer that one.
Sorry, let me look at the chat. What were the other forms for Lost? Please elaborate. What do you mean by other forms?
Oh, is he talking about the your fiery skeletal scary form?
Oh, that. Okay, so a lot of that description is flavoring for the mechanical powers that he has. The way Lost's cognitive split functions is it's all the same identity, just dealing with things in a different identity. It's the best way I can describe it right now. It's very complicated. Dealing with things in a different way. Lost is generally the one who's like more reasonable, less quick to less quick to anger and sort of like locks up under stress. Last is the last hunter, and Last utterly took over in that particular moment. But like the internal fire is something from like Lost Pass when they were doing a drug called Cinder. And the whole bone thing is just a natural ability that he has. He's capable of ferrokinesis to an extent, and it manifests in him being able to create a skeleton out of rock or metal. And he can apply that internally, which he usually does, or he can overlay it on top of stuff he already has. He also doesn't decompress his form very often, because if he did, he'd be huge, and that's a big hindrance to everybody.
Like there's a lot of stuff in Twilight that is designed for huge creatures, especially in the castle.
Yes, but as a recaller, it would be a hindrance to everybody, i.e. the team.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair, I suppose.
Fine if you want to use him as a giant shadowy like pillow, but you know.
Or just become huge, throw fret at enemy.
Also that.
Okay.
Become huge.
He wasn't gonna be huge at the start, but then Erebane happened, and he consistently got denser and larger.
Because you let Erebane know that it bothered you, so of course he did it. It was funny.
Question from
General question.
Shadow Hunter. Will these characters be used as boss fights in any new campaigns, or will they always be the heroes?
Oh,
I'm
well,
Go ahead.
I would like to note that with the implications of Fred, he's not necessarily a hero. He might not be the bad guy, but
I have a feeling that for the most part, when it comes to most of these characters, excluding Vari of all people, that should these characters show up, things are probably fucky.
Yeah, if any of our characters show up and you decide to fight them, one, that is your own doing. Two, things are probably already a little bad.
If you see Shoal and you decide to pick a fight, rethink your life choices and go home. But generally,
If
Shoal's
you-
probably not a bad, unless you tag it.
And at this point, if you pick a fight with Dr. Volt, he's that kind of scientist who has the fight go on for long enough until he's gathered enough data and dismisses you.
Oh, so Vexen.
Oh, hey, Era, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How many scales was the boss fight?
Why are you making me do numerals now?
No, don't. He's just being a gremlin.
I know. We do have a question for chat for everybody. It says, so what's everybody's favorite villain and why?
Arson and funny.
Yeah, I do love Arson. Arson's beautiful. But also,
With
I don't know.
What was the guy that ran the bar? Him.
Tooth?
Tooth.
He's not a villain.
He's a villain to paint.
Wait, Betty.
Betty is all right. We're talking about antagonists here, not villains. But I get the point.
yeah, Betty's definitely an antagonist, but not a villain.
Like, okay, if we're talking antagonists, I have to say Betty is one of my favorite antagonists.
Yeah,
If we're talking villains, I kind of wish we could have seen more of like villainous wizard dungeon, but we kind of like broke the wizard dungeon by using arson as a bomb.
Yeah, like we didn't really encounter very many pure villains.
Yeah,
Like-
but that's okay.
Yeah, like we encountered the crazy chaos guy, but he like
I feel, for me, if we're talking a villain, I feel like the voice thief was a very interesting villain to fight.
oh yeah,
That
absolutely.
was a really good fight.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed absolutely clapping the shit out of him for like 3 turns in a row. Those crits were amazing.
But yeah, and I kind of wanted to interact more with the remnant of the Fae that was left. But Fret himself was so like distraught by the concept of what being in contact with it would have meant, because he didn't want to leave Shoal.
Do you have any input, Taya?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see.
Well,
no
then,
paint did not create a lizard apocalypse. Go ahead.
Paint
I'm
did
still
not
kind
create.
of only hearing about half of what people say.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Understandable.
Paint did not create a lizard apocalypse yet.
Oh no.
Right, okay. I'm beginning to understand. One of Paint's divine abilities is going to be summoning an army of elemental lizards.
With Rex as their general.
Elemental
as-
dino horde.
As for backup characters from, I forget how to say his name.
Well,
Erebasir?
Well, we got to go in order.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So next up from Shadowhunter for Era, what was your favorite side character to use and why?
Specifically that one.
Oh.
That one was my favorite because he actually has a whole history that nobody knows about. And it's kind of fun to play a character that wants to not be a person and just a tool.
They just want to be the murder knife. Let them be the murder knife.
Their whole thing is that they just want to get told what to do. That's it.
I just want to clarify in case anybody's unclear. That one is the name of a character.
Yes, it's capital T, capital O. That one.
Yep. They go by that because they don't want an identity. So they called themselves that one because it strips them of an identity.
Their pronoun is it.
Mood.
So yeah, next up from Mervas. Did any of you have backup characters, and what was their concept in a nutshell? I think Viv was ready to answer that one.
Correct. And this is it would have been a character I'd actually used in a one-shot before. Skinner the Troc.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
How would Skitter have gotten out of Olarun?
The same way Fret did, probably, or, something similarly awful.
Yeah, there's a lot of awful things down below the mist, so hey, like, whatever.
Messing around with time warping metal.
Probably.
Oh, right! They had the, that thing from that place.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
As for her concept, giant, and I do mean giant, bug mom with a oversized greatsword. And hey, if she made it to Twilight, she would never have to worry about her short life.
Yeah. How long do they live? Isn't it like...
It's like 20 years?
Yeah.
They're the cicadas of Pathfinder.
They're also huge. Trocs are great. I love them.
Anybody else had backup characters?
I didn't really have any of the were like ready to roll, but I did have a couple ideas, like bringing in characters that I have like from actually, if I could have brought Red in, hell yeah.
Oh,
My
that would have been fun.
Oh God, Red.
Red Panda Goblin.
Right, for anyone who doesn't have context, in Olarun, goblins are trash pandas.
Yes.
Yep.
And this technically includes red pandas. They're raccoons and red pandas.
Well, Red's a special case.
He's a little mist corrupted.
Yes, Tom?
Oh, sorry. I was going to be answering in advance. That's my bad.
Oh. Okay. I think we can continue on then.
Maybe
I did have a backup though.
Oh,
Yeah, we only went through two of us, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no one else.
I never actually ran it past Era, but you know how I had those pluses to a biotech creation that I never used?
Yeah.
Oh,
If Volt died, I was going to argue to Era that Dr. Volt had during some of his downtime, used those to make a backup of himself.
Lol.
I know I had other character concepts. What about you, Zin?
So I'm not sure how I would have worked him into the world, but I would have actually used Kalani. Which I
Oh.
just switched to the icon for. He's kind of like a
Oh, you
furred
can't see
dragon. What was that?
Oh, he's so fluffy.
I have override, so you can't see it on my stream. Sorry.
Ah,
Oh.
Oh, it's okay.
well,
I can see it via the thing.
yeah, Kalani, like, his current story is that he is the captain of a guard for kingdom, but I probably would have used him if something happened to paint. Not sure how he would have wound up in Twilight or anything, but, you know.
And Key.
I had two concepts that didn't get used, though I ran them by era because I had a very mostly specific character archetype I was going for. One of them was going to be this insectoid, like bee/wasp knight, who is going to struggle a whole heck of a lot with not having orders and being able to have the freedom to do whatever the heck they wanted to do. And their whole thing was very similar to Last Lost. They were going to attempt to be like in Arabane's service, but their difference was they were going to be a samurai, not a paladin. And I think the archetype for them was going to be specifically the one dragon samurai that gets some neato powers. Well, they were going to be fun and a little quirky. And the other concept that the character may pop up elsewhere, but the concept I was going to use for Twilight specifically was this Griffin character who came from a world inhabited by these massive creatures that people just sort of lived on. And the way that he got Twilightified or broken from their cycle is he found out that people, and they were just like a regular delivery guy. They flew around and delivered things.
Oh, Griffin delivery guy. That's such a cool
Yeah.
concept.
Yep. They're a character concept I keep coming back to. But it was like they found out that people were being actively sacrificed to their I think I named the Leviathan Levanthan, which was this giant like lightning Sleipnir horse, in order to extend its lifespan and keep it going in some sort of like grisly ritual thing, and they end up getting sacrificed for that and broken from their cycle for it. So big trust issues with authority figures. So the complete opposite of Lost and the Bug Samurai.
Right. I believe that was everyone.
Right?
Alright, next up from Urvas. For Era, what kind of bad endings awaited if the players failed to stop one of the main villains?
So if they didn't stop surveillance, Twilight would have fallen apart. It was going to be continuously shoved into being part of reality, and Arabane cannot be there, so it just would have broke. And it would have been great. If the Unraveler was not defeated, this reality faced a possible end, and a giant, huge boss that would have to be dealt with much later at a much higher level campaign.
Aw, dang it.
If the voice stealer had won, these player characters would not be on the right side anymore, to say the least. What other bosses were there? Last people were very close to being deleted. If
If
they
the
had, go ahead.
if the God's Blood bomb would have blown up, that would have
Deleted Twilight.
Yep.
The wizards from that one planet would have just continued doing their but then they would have been aware of Twilight.
which would have been a concern.
Yep, that is a future problem that we don't have.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff. A lot of very bad stuff. There were some very hefty downsides.
All right. And don't forget, everybody, please post your questions. We're on to the last question here. Well, no, I guess there's one from Mala, but yeah, post your questions. Otherwise, we're going to have to end because we got nothing else to ask, or answer, so, ask. Anyways, from Shadowhunter. General question. If one of your characters were to turn completely evil and try to destroy the rest, who would it be and would they win?
Dr. Volt probably no.
Yeah, I was saying my vote's it's like of all the characters that would like go evil, it would probably be Volt just because he went mad with science.
And I don't that's more chaotic than evil, I think. Or something. I don't know. Like, okay.
He is the one with the least ties to others.
So Dr. Volt was the one that got the mind bomb thing happen.
Yeah, he did have the very chance to turn evil, but he also saw it as a puzzle to try to work his way out of.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing purely hypothetical for each of us, if Lost were to turn evil, at his current power level, he might win, but he would do so very strategically. He would be using all of his tools to pick people off like a sniper. And I think the only reason that would happen is if every other part of him shut down. It would have to be a terribly traumatic event to make him shut down and go into everything else needs to get out of my way so I can do the thing.
Yeah, for Fret, it would take losing Shoal, or potentially seeing bad things happening to his family or something in the world mirror.
Yeah, I would definitely say Fret probably is behind Volt the most likely.
Yeah.
As for winning, kind of depends on how Fret wants to play it.
Oh yeah, like at Fret's current power level, he's kind of frightening because his attacks do all sorts of status effects.
Actually, I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to say that I would not win because Fret exists. If Lost couldn't take out Fret, Fret can just hit Lost wherever he is.
Yeah, just blade beam.
Oh, if Last doesn't, I think, surprise round kill Fret just does the funny meteor from the sky with a coin.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
just
think-
teleport into the sky and then several rounds of prep work. And then terrible things.
As for Shoal, a lot of things I think would have to go wrong in a very specific way for Shoal to go evil. Or, it could have happened with the whole, when he got that level of cleric, because of the whole, yeah, you're kind of channeling a little bit too much hunger domain there, Chief. So, that could have been possibly bad, but, Fret would definitely have to be dead for Shoal to go evil. And Fret's probably the only person I think who could beat Shoal one-on-one.
Okay, so hear me out though. Paint could tank you for a while, and then maybe real staff you.
At the current power level, no.
Oh,
That'd be a
right,
very long
because
fight.
yeah.
No, with my current Vorpal Strike, unless Paint has a lot more damage reduction, I think I can just one-shot him.
Oh. Yeah, it has achieved rocket tag levels of nonsense. For
Yeah,
most of us.
Shoal is essentially rocket tag in that if he gets a full attack off on anyone in the party uninterrupted, he probably kills.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a
And
huge game of how things go.
Yep.
With almost all characters.
Yeah, like
So- I do want to back up a bit to Volt going evil. If Volt went evil, suddenly we would just have to fight our way through multiple layers and fight a bunch of robots and acquire their powers from them before we finally get to Volt himself. And
oh my god.
Then Volt would just walk away because it was an experiment to be like, good job, guys.
yeah,
This experiment is over.
That'll just peace out. That'll just peace out in UFO.
Yeah.
Lol.
I feel like Volt would actually make it into a stereotypical UFO just for the lulz. To prove that he can make it work no matter what the shape.
Volt with prep time, though, probably wins. Like, out of anyone. Because he artificial.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, this is true, but at the same time, he is also,
I would say Dr. Volt has the same threat level as a relatively well-prepared Lich, which is a terrifying concept.
Yes.
that's fair. No. He was piloting a hologram alien that for some reason was only damageable by the weapon least able to reach him.
As for Prank War,
hold up.
Missed one.
Yeah, we got a couple questions before
All
that.
right.
I missed that one.
So
Yeah.
next up, we've got Mola. Question for Darren. What was your favorite story recap to tell?
Okay, the clarification of recap means it could be any recap that I've done.
Oh, and
That's a lot.
Darren has made cameos in other games too, which is kind of
Correct.
funny.
I'm just going to say that it is limited to this campaign, though.
Yeah, I was thinking in this campaign alone. As a player, my favorite recaps are the ones where I get to make all the funny names for the druids. Just because I get to say them with such a straight face, and having other people react, it feeds me. Darren's favorite story recap is probably the ones that are the most informative. Because for those who don't know Darren, he's this huge story and history buff. He's got his magic literally runs off of retelling portions of stories that are written into his scales. I think one of his favorites would have been recapping Lost tearing into the council. He would have taken personal gratification in that.
All right. And next up, we have Gieben. What happened to Subduck after the Unraveler?
Subduck is eternal. Subduck always exists. Subduck is the anchor that holds the everything. Subduck is somewhere. As Subduck always will be.
And from Irvas to me, what kind, if any, character would Paint consider dating? I did not consider that at all with Paint, so no idea.
You just asked the Ace Arrow character if they ever considered dating.
Paint.
Paint is too much of a good boy to date. They are pure and petable.
Paint will go date Era. There you go.
Can we not re-go through that again, please?
From Ringdale, if there is one story element about the campaign that you would like to change, what would it be?
I feel like this is a bit of an era question.
I think it's a suitable thing for everyone to chime in on.
I don't know. I'm fine with it. I
Um,
like this. I like every part of it.
I liked it as well. I think the only thing that I would want to change is just more Recallers quests, personally.
Yeah, just the ever-present more is, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
More of the same.
Give more. Personally, I wish I would have tied the Unraveler a little bit more into the main plot earlier on and kept him around longer, but that would have had me run a lot more subplots, which would have dragged out this campaign quite a bit longer.
Yeah. That makes me think of a certain villain in my poker roll game that I wanted to have appear more often, but like I couldn't justify it and didn't have the energy or time. And it still ended up satisfying how they ended. It just would have been nice to have them like peppered in for encounters more often to make them feel more ever present.
Yeah, which was my original goal, but when you're dealing with the Recaller stuff, the Recaller stuff alone were little quests that needed an end, and I also wanted to press in that Twilight's in a place where things aren't as safe as everybody assumes them to, which was the main theme of the game, was no, things are going to be fucked up and you gotta face it kind of idea that I was running with.
Yeah. Everybody's treating the prison as a haven and it's not.
I have a thought of a thing that I wish there was more of. I wish there was more of going to different places where the mechanics were different. Like the concept of like going into a Pokemon type world and having to deal with conforming to that type of reality. Yeah, like old throwback anime reference that kind of is a concept of this. The Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Gosh, it has been an age.
Highly considered it, but the level of complexity to that made me go, no.
Yeah. There were a couple of mission options I know we ended up not taking or going on that seemed interesting. That I feel like could have been fun to go on. Like there was one that was the world was like plunged into darkness or very near to darkness, but I think we may have done that one.
You did not.
Ah, okay. That could have been interesting.
Yep.
But
All
it's
right.
stuff for another time.
Yes.
Also,
I keep
yes,
these ideas.
Whiskers did have to go. He's not feeling well, unfortunately. And hello.
Oh.
Bye,
Bye,
Whiskers.
Whiskers.
Bye, Whiskers. We love you.
So, I guess, anybody else want to say anything on that? All right. Oh, did you?
No.
Okay. From Shadow Hunter, general question. If your characters got into a prank war, who would win? Winning is pranking the others at least 3 times before they prank you. Definitely Paint would win.
Arson.
Hmm.
Arson.
Arson.
Yeah, arson. Like, Fret has high-ish sleight of hand, but he hasn't invested in sleight of hand. It's more just because of his, he's got a set of gloves of larceny and, high dex, and that's pretty much it.
Shoal could probably avoid being pranked pretty well. That's about it.
I'm saying Paint because he can just, manipulate the terrain as he pleases.
Yeah, he'd still have to find Shoal.
But
he can sniff
yeah,
out Shoal.
Fret's, sleight of hand is only a 17.
I raise a counterpoint to him. There's odor removal.
Order
so-
reducing.
Yeah, so Shoal can just go into a crowd after using that and just stealth away.
Hmm.
The answer
Of
is it would
course.
be a chaotic mess.
And lots of consumables would be used.
Yes.
I can tell you who would lose. How about that?
That or Shoal
Rip.
would just go hide in the ocean and everybody else would just have to deal with it themselves.
Volt
That's
blast probably
technically
would
not
last
winning.
long.
No. I think Volt would do just fine once he understood the assignment. Lost is the one who loses outright every single time.
Oh.
Volt would set up like Rube Goldberg machine pranks, though.
It would
They
be
would be
terrifying.
amazing.
I could 100% see Taya just doodling up the machines out of game.
Just like a Final Fantasy 14 Savage Raid plan type doodle.
Oh my god!
Like tell me that's not on brand.
You
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you were safe, but you moved to the wrong clock spot.
Good lord.
You forgot to follow the danger Doritos.
It's larboard, not starboard.
So, next up from Key, how many pages do the group think this game's notes have taken? A book.
530.
Over 700.
A book that we're going to publish.
531.
I'm going to go
Boy.
with... okay, I'm going to go with the, the Wheel of Fortune answer and just say 1.
Shoal was the closest. It is 676 pages.
Oh, but he went over, so he doesn't get it.
Yeah, so bust, so I win.
Damn it. Cheater.
What's funny is I considered saying 630, and then I was like, no, I'll just bump it up to 700.
Well, I will say, based on approximations, Shoal is still the closest. If we're playing by game show rules, then yes, Fret wins.
This is not a game show, though, therefore.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
We're going to skip that thing from Mala. Irvas, question for players. To you, what is the theme or main takeaway for the story?
I believe
He asked that just before I stated what I intended.
Yeah,
okay.
so... Yeah, I guess I guess with Era having answered that, it's kind of like, well...
Yeah, the main takeaway
Yeah.
from the story is Twilight was not as safe as it seemed, and it's not going to be. But like for us, the players, like we're trying to make it better and safer with what we're doing.
So, from Mala, question for Era. What other punny threats did you have in store but not get to use? Stuff like the time bomb.
I used most of the ones that I had for this campaign. I had thoughts, but I don't like being stabbed in my sleep by players that are done with my shit. So,
Oh,
I try to be at least clever with my punny ideas. The time bomb was one of my favorite punny ideas, though. I consider that a crowning achievement in GM haha.
just so everybody knows, Arabane has literally Scooby-Doo'd me before.
Yes.
He Scooby-Dooed us in this campaign!
No, you misunderstand. Literally, like, intro session to a game. I and the other players were accompanied by a large dog, and we went to solve a mystery down in the mist of Oleron. And it turned out to just be a guy in a mask and an outfit. Literally Scooby-Dooed us.
Yep.
Oh, and then
destroyed.
I had a backup character come in that continued to Scooby-Doo them, and they didn't realize it.
Yep.
Wait, Red was Scooby-Dooing us?
No.
Yes! Well, like, I mean, partially.
Yeah. But yes, I've Scooby-Dooed my group so many
No.
times.
Rogue was Scooby-Dooing
Yeah.
y'all.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Rogue.
wait, Red Scooby-Dooed us? I don't understand. Rogue, I understand.
So next question from Shadowhunter. Who's winning a dance-off? Frat?
Arson.
No.
Fred.
Damn it.
Out of the party, Frat.
Hold on.
Even including Arson, still Frat. Frat
Oh,
dances
goddammit.
dance at Arson so many times.
I forgot that I did put a lot of points in dance. I've got 8 points in dance. It's a modifier of a 21.
Arson would win, right?
All Shoal can do is contribute a dex modifier. Which, granted, is still a 9, but...
No, perform is a charisma skill.
Oh, well, you know, Shoal's not fucking dancing well.
Oh. 2 left paws.
Well, yes, literally he does.
Shoal is not charismatic.
Oh.
It's his only negative stat.
It's strength
Let me
for
see,
paint.
what's that? Strength for paint, even though paint is immovable, which is hilarious.
Paint decides when the cuddles end.
The immovable object conundrum. Except as a player character.
Gosh, now I'm imagining paint like flopping on top of Lost and Holstaff at some point and preventing them from leaving the bed because Paint wasn't paying attention and has decided that he is tired and wants to cuddle, and now he is getting cuddle. there is no escape.
I
Most
think
competent at solving a murder mystery.
I think my favorite thing about that belt is that he has to consciously allow himself to be moved. So just by default, he is immovable.
So, if Paint ever gets knocked unconscious, woe betide anything underneath him.
But yeah, next up from Irvas. Which character would be the most competent at solving a murder mystery?
Volt.
Vault.
How many puzzles did he just figure out before all of the pieces were there?
Way too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be playing a much less intellectual character next game.
Aw.
It's not going to be an idiot or anything, but, you know.
They're not going to
Practical
know
knowledge
all the
rather
secrets
than-
of the universe.
Well, no, I don't just say that. I mean, remember Cirrus?
Yeah.
I mean, again, that was... Cirrus was the information war.
Oh,
No-
yeah.
Hell,
None of
Cirrus
us are-
kind of became goddess of the information war.
Well, look, that Spirate speech was enough to send anyone into
Yes.
divinity.
Begun.
But yeah,
the
so,
info
like-
war has.
Yeah, Dr. Volt most likely to solve a murder mystery, but at the same time, I'm looking forward to playing something a bit more... Yeah, I'm going
Now-
to solve this by solving it, rather than I'm going to solve this by figuring it out.
Now, as a counterpoint, Fret is the most likely to cause a murder mystery.
Are
And in
you
fairness-
sure?
In fairness, Lost is probably the most likely in that case to catch Fred having done the murder mystery. He won't have solved how it was done, but he will figure out that it was Fred.
Oh,
And I would go so far as to say, Arson, probably the most likely to construct a murder mystery, regardless of whether or not there was a murder.
Yeah.
Also, semi-related, Arson, most likely to find a murder and then orchestrate a mystery around it.
Also not wrong.
These are all things that are probably happening in Twilight.
oh my god.
From Irvas, is it, for me, is it fitting that the final session for a campaign is the last session before you move? It does feel rather interesting. It's intriguing. Last stream, last tabletop session in this place is the end of a campaign. So I get to start a new campaign fresh in the new place?
Yeah.
Yep, and Tel will be joining us for that campaign.
I am sorry for you.
I've been bribed. I'm literally getting paid. This is not a joke, by the way, chat. I said I wouldn't want to include Tel unless I was getting paid, and the question was asked how much.
And he gave a number.
Oh, wait, did you answer the question I had about that?
It
Let
would
me see.
probably be better session by session. It's easier to keep track of.
Okay, because,
What question?
yeah, I was... private question of,
Oh.
how to orchestrate things.
Alright, from Irvas, which member of the party has the chance of killing the elusive metal slime? I don't know what that is.
Dragon Quest
It-
monster Metal slime. Well, metal slimes and similar creatures. It basically very rare enemy, valuable if you kill it for either money or experience points. Super difficult to kill. Sometimes it sets the damage that you can do to it to 1 and has low health. It's just really hard to kill.
Basically, they've got like nearly infinite defenses and nearly infinite evasion, but they also have like 10 HP, and they will run away at the drop of a hat. So to answer this, Dr. Volt, because he's got that Magitek missile, magic missile Gatling gun.
Yeah. So I would like to note that.
So it always hits. It does a whole bunch of instances of 1 damage minimum.
Yeah, I would say Fret is probably the second runner-up with having the ability to do DR adamantium throwing attacks, and also having a robe of needles.
I'm going to, unless it has actual like set damage value powers, I'm gonna say that Lost would actually be behind Volt ahead of Fret, because if he's allowed to smite, mind you, he ignores DR and he hits touch.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, admittedly a little difficult, but he can hit pretty high numbers.
But yeah, robe of needles though, even if it runs away, it's still dead.
Bleeding.
Uh-huh.
Paint definitely would not manage to take it down. Well, that's because Paint's
You've got the drill
job...
staff.
Yeah, but that is still just 1 attack per turn. But either way, Paint's job was not DPS. His job was take the damage. And heal people.
Yes.
You know, you're right, Mala. Paint would probably try to befriend it.
Paint has obtained the metal element.
I mean, at least it couldn't get away. Paint would just need to lay on top of it.
This is true. Yeah, working together, Paint and Lost would be able to kill it really easily.
But Paint alone, it would just be a standstill forever because it can't get away, but Paint can't kill it. But... Twitch, let me scroll up, please. Just randomly decides I cannot scroll up the chat.
I think the next one
here.
Wish.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to scroll up to see it, and...
Yep. So Mala asks, your characters get 1 wish. What is it?
Paint would want everybody to be okay, safe, and happy.
That's a dangerous wish.
Yep.
The ways I could twist that.
Well, I mean, if I were actually making it, obviously I would put in all of the, make sure all of the normal stuff is covered, because, he is Fae. But I don't need to worry about that right now. That's the gist of what he'd wish for.
Fret would want a he'd wish for a bag of infinite water meal.
Why must you hurt me?
Oh, where?
It's crunchy.
So you eat it for the texture.
Uh-huh.
Lost can make you crunchy desserts and things.
Yeah, but those have sustenance. He doesn't need that.
Trying to think of a good wish for Shoal.
Joel feels like the kind of person that would look at a wish offer and go no, and then walk away.
Oh.
No, he'd go no, knock their mug off the table, and then walk away.
Or
Okay,
lamp.
Or lamp, or something off of the table.
He would find something to knock over or leaving.
Well, yeah, if it's a gin and a lamp, he says no and then just slaps the lamp off of the table.
I don't know. I don't know what Lost would want to wish for. Because he kind of has everything he could really need.
And that's kind of where Shoal's at. Shoal's like, okay, he's got Fret. He's got the ability to go on adventures and eat things. He has the ability to eat things. Yeah, that's about it.
Like he there are things he could wish for, but there are also things that he could feasibly get or obtain given enough time. If his end state in the game were different, yeah, there are definitely things he could wish for. Well, okay, I lied. There is a thing he could wish for that he won't.
What is that?
Well, one, it's probably not possible anymore with a standard wish. He would have wished back the group of friends that he was with when his world ended. And at current state, he's at a point of accepting that they are just gone. They've been gone. And his memory is all that's left of them. So if he were to use that wish on something like that, instead he would wish to have a painting or like a portrait of some kind, like a picture that would show all of them together with him. And that way you could hang it up either in his house or in the bakery.
I mean, that's something that paint could do for him.
Aw.
Yeah, see? He doesn't need a wish for this stuff. And yes, Slitherite, I noticed that's the fourth one I've banned today.
Good riddance.
Do they really think that spamming it in the chats is actually going to make somebody more likely to do this? Like,
I'm
really?
pretty sure they're just bots.
So what I think is funny is they're basically copy pasting Twitch clip links for the names. Because look, that one's like coercive comparable black lord, coercive Crumbapin. Like that's the sort of stuff you see in the Twitch clip link names.
Weird.
I'll be honest, Sim. I saw the messages and I was like, "Oh my god, I need to ban another one." And then I saw it was you. It's like, wait, no, I can't do that.
I don't know, and I don't know how to fix it either. And they all get banned immediately, and I can't. Everything is
Don't-
going wrong technologically, and dwelling on it more is just making me even more upset.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got it covered.
Let's see. I think this is the next question. Correct me if I'm wrong, but another question: who is the best chance of getting away with murder?
Shoal.
Shoal.
Shoal. Well, maybe Fret, but Shoal probably wins.
No, like, Fret has unfortunately fallen into the problem of being the likely culprit. Like, yeah, he's the dude that gets accused in the Phoenix Wright game, and
But
people
it's
have
never
to.
actually him.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most murder-looking murder person ever.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Shoal is there looking innocent.
yeah, Shoal over there being cute and pettable, even though they're not cute. Oh my god, and wearing the bow. And when they have their third act breakdown, the bow comes off and you see just how dangerous they are.
I mean,
everyone's
Shoal
like-
has the stealth skills, but also I don't think he'd leave a body behind.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why I'd say Shoal. He wouldn't leave the body behind. He's got the stealth skills to get away from the area altogether. Like,
He can fly, so he doesn't leave tracks.
yeah.
I feel like in order of the player characters in who would most get away with murder, I feel like it would be Shoal, Fret, Volt.
No, Dr. Volt.
Really? Volt before Fret?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that to me that's a bit of a toss up, but like I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, because
Volt can
has
premeditate the heck out of it.
Right. Whereas if Fret's going to murder someone, it's going to be a spur of the moment thing.
Yeah, the real question is who could commit murder without leaving evidence versus who could commit murder and then orchestrate things that they got away with. Dr. Volt is the kind who probably spends far more time than is healthy contemplating pulling off the perfect crime.
It's called pay Shoal to eat them.
Yeah, at that point, Shoal isn't the murderer; they're the murder weapon.
Correct.
But in that case, I do think
Volt
it's
in Twilight with the Shoal.
in that case, I do think the order is Shoal, Volt, Fret, and then Lost, and then Pain. Because technically, Lost can disappear a body, but also he's usually going to be dealing with things from a distance.
Yeah, I get kind of the General Mattis vibes from Dr. Volt. The be polite, be professional, but have a plan to kill everybody you meet. That's
Batman.
actually a quote from General Mattis.
It's also a quote from the wrong TF2 character.
Ah.
I mean, obviously it's from General Mathis first, but
Yeah.
It's also the ending lines of Meet the Sniper.
Yes.
Let's
Ironically, the one most capable of doing one of the medic's most famous heinous deeds is not Dr. Volt, it's Fret.
Oh.
The medic made a deal with the devil and sold a soul to him for it, but you'll notice that I said a soul.
Oh.
Well,
Actually, he
That's-
sold 8 souls to him.
Okay. Whereas Fret gave hundreds of souls to a devil.
Yeah, but those weren't your teammates.
Oh. Yeah,
Yep.
I see.
Oh, we do have another question. I was incorrect about this. If you could choose one song to represent your characters, what would it be?
I have an answer.
Oh,
Veracity.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Brass?
Veracity.
One of the Overlord opening songs. I
Yes, you are very, very crazy. You are very, very hungry. Very.
believe.
I should know. It's in my favorites.
It is such a good song.
I am always terrible with this question. I get asked this question a lot. And I think the only character I've been able to answer that with is Asher.
What's Asher's song?
Oh, Death.
I end up being the person that's like, ooh, all these songs really fit my character.
I
So
can tell you for Erebane, it'd be fine again from Seether.
Let me take a look. Hold on. I'm trying to find the name of the.
I also am. I
Oh, yeah.
really don't know songs, so you know.
that's fair.
Melt in the Sun by Small Fools.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yep, same. I haven't heard of that one.
I feel like I'm very basic because I only listen to a couple of things, and YouTube doesn't just give me random music when I need it. I would say Casting Shadows by Aviators for Lost.
Okay, so side note, because I want to complain about this actually on stream real quick. Yesterday, I went to go start packing. I tell, Alexa to play, classic rock. I'm like, okay, let's get some good music, get me pumping, because I am stressed as hell. First song comes up, Under Pressure. Thanks, Amazon. Yes, I'm aware. Next song, The Final Countdown. What the fuck?
Okay, I am ranking this in Zim's media sharing. In
So
Then I finally
the
get...
art.
Then I finally get something to pump
There's
me up,
no-
and it's, Eye of the Tiger.
And music discussions in Taya's channel. There we go. It has been linked in everybody's Discord channels.
If it's a song, I think it is. Lol.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna actually suggest to use him when I saw that bit of suffering. It was like, ooh, like, I don't know, make it play Epic the Musical, because that's actually really good.
Possibly. It was just like, of all the hundreds of songs that it could have randomly played, it was those two?
And this is why I don't ever. This is why I curate any playlist that I listen to, because otherwise, I'm going to get very punny songs, or I'm going to get Weird Al.
But Weird Al's great.
My Spotify is obsessed with playing Weird Al songs in a row, and I don't know why.
My Spotify likes to try and make me listen to ska, so I've had to ban every ska artist that pops up. Because I don't actually like ska at all.
Understandable.
Then why are you helping develop it?
Ska, not scar. Take your point of damage. This is how I kill Paige. You.
Pate just falls over dead.
No, I healed him, and Shoal healed him.
Oh, right. Paint's running off the end of the bridge.
Not allowed.
Aw.
You're in cuddle timeout.
Which, if you're in cuddle timeout, that means that Paint can just decide that you're not going anywhere, which is kind of funny.
It's fine. I deserve a vacation after we killed the unraveler.
Last and Paint are just forever trapped on the underside of the bridge, and Era's just like, I want me time! Go away!
Hold on, let me just shift all of existence here slightly so that way you
Yeah,
guys
just
leave me the fuck alone.
Just stone grinding sound as the whole city rotates slightly, but Lost and Paint just don't move. So they get shifted a little bit to one other location.
Slitherite, that's not how it works. Paint needs to be touching the ground. Which means
Oh.
if I caught Paint midair jumping off the bridge, technically I can move him.
Oh yeah, because it is an earth elemental thing. Also, yeah, like, doesn't that also give Paint a earth elemental form for, like, a temporary thing?
I think we decided that he could take whichever element he was tied to at the time, but yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Never did have an opportunity. No, I did use it once, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean,
In the
I had
one
several
crazy place.
ideas. Yeah, I had several ideas of things that didn't get used, but it's fine.
It happens.
Yeah.
Alright. Irvas, I am going to be skipping that because not everybody knows who Nova is. And that is a long explanation. Let's see here. I think that's it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good because it is about time.
Yeah.
Just 30 minutes shy. And I smell food.
Big sleepy.
And food sounds good.
Oh.
Zim, are you continuing tonight or are you going to be ending?
I will be ending. So
Gotcha. So we need to find somebody.
I am definitely going to be ending.
Already.
real quick, everybody, we will be doing Star Wars Empire Strikes Back as well as Return of the Jedi tonight on our Discord, so come join for that. We'll be starting in a few minutes after we end.
Yep, and then in 2 weeks we will be doing Session 0 for the new game, so be here for that.
Ready.
Elsewise, I think I might just raid Raygon tonight, because what else do I got? Seal's probably not going to be going much later. And I know Raygon doesn't sleep.
No, he does sleep on stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've popped into Rygon streams periodically only to find out, oh, they're sleeping. Okay, I'll come back later.
All right. Well, might as well hop over to credits and say thank you all so much for joining on this wonderful campaign. I do severely hope that everybody enjoyed everything. As far as the YouTubes and the Twitch and the everything else, thank you for joining, everybody. We'll see you next go around. And yeah. Like, subscribe, follow. Take better care of yourselves, fellow adventurers. And for this game, goodbye.
Bye.
And on
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
my side of things, thank everybody for joining us for the epilogue of Recallers of the Lost Pathfinder. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. There on the website, as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to help out the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, grabbing packs of cards to stream loots, picking up merch over at zgfgaming.store, or just coming by and hanging out. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye.